Hello and welcome back to the next episode. Now this one is going to be interesting because we are going to explore the moon but also unify some stuff like taking over Iran here. So let's get going, let's get started because the next two mission phases are going to be interesting. Because we are going to see what we can do here. Yeah, here, nice. We want this one. So this is actually more important than alien methods. So we are going for this one. I think it's not reducing the boost cost yet. That's another technology which we also want to get as fast as possible. But it increases the investment we do into boost, for example, here. And we got the control over Kazakhstan now fully after waiting for half a year, basically. And now we have... that was not what I wanted to do. Come on. Now I accidentally removed this one. So maybe we need to actually make a proper one here. So we can't unify with Russia yet because of cooldowns. So that has to wait until later in this year. Okay, and let's continue.
Trillions of dollars just
there we are.
Yet
Mission to the moon.
Regulators drag their heels.
And we are going to launch a probe immediately.
To another golfing.
Probe launched towards lunar. Yeah, we are going to see a report when it has arrived soon enough. Which is just a few days, basically. Because Luna is, of course, close by. I'll repeat it one more, please.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
The people will come to our side.
Okay, outpost core is done before our probe arrives. That's awesome. So we can now do continue here on alien methods, actually. Pull this one out and push electromagnetism here. They actually put up mission to Mars, which is nice because then we can start a probe relatively early. And we are still waiting for the probe project, which we unlocked with the rocket tech. Ooh, we got lucky again. Nice. And this is also a nice project we want to do quickly. Actually, is it more important than the alien methods? Yes. So, where are you? Reusable. Oh, it's 1000 actually. Yeah, let's passively invest into it slowly. That will be worth it long term. Okay, this is a very important one. So this one has the highest priority actually, which means that we are going to slap that in here. For this one actually. This one. With highest priority for the moment to reduce the boost cost for everything we want to do on Luna. And we have completed the occupation here. And I need to deactivate WhatsApp in the background. Oh, there we go. Okay, and continue. So we need to heal our armies again before we...
in control now.
There we go. Nice, that's the first one here. And we are going to massively use boost here as well. So basically put everything in there, a little bit of spoils as well for the moment. And yeah, then we don't need to. So let's just do something like this for the moment. And continue. Yeah, this is the probe tech we need before we finish Mars, basically. But it can wait for the moment. We don't want to lose a race here, though, so we have to pay attention to this. We've got a decent chunk of science additionally here. So most likely the Ukrainian army will move in when we moved out. But actually, where do our armies come from? Moscow, Petersburg, Rostov. Okay, so this army actually can move here because it heals faster there. And actually, this one should also move to St. Petersburg here to heal. What are you doing? No, you move here. Okay. Okay, we are going to continue purging here. So, yeah, we have 19% chance here by now.
Going after
Which
the
also means that we can continue taking these ones out here. I don't need to invest 8
We're
here.
taking power.
Also, new orcs are probably available. Ooh, we got the Templine. Nice. That's going to be... we have to reshuffle here. Oh, no, wait a second. We can get an admin orc here. Oh, it gives even boost income. Oh, we are lucky here. So take it. We have to... We don't need public opinion on this guy anymore. So we can actually unslot this one. Now he can take Templine, yes. And who is the... This one is the Perch one. So we can take this one here. Also this one here. Let's take here with this one for the moment. Okay. So now this increases our chances tremendously, actually. So we do have 83% now. Really nice. And therefore, let's continue here. Actually, we could consider to just use... No, not this guy. Shika. No, wait a second.
At your service.
This... she doesn't have that.
Ready to go. Your orders.
We can still try
Ready for my mission.
to also take the second one after the purge, basically.
Targeting the opposition.
After the crackdown. Chances are low, but maybe it will work. Okay, now let's wait for the moon probe to arrive. And completely consolidate here in... This is also very important for Mars. Speaking out. Appearance is not very flattering for our faction. In a speech, Sheikah is lambasting our methods and goats, announcing as both ineffectual and unconscionable. Nah, I don't want to have a shutdown for 4 mission phases. Okay, we take the massive loss of public opinion here. That's fine with us for the moment. Come on. Okay.
Violence is abating.
We can stop for the moment here. Interplanetary chemical rockets is finished. Nice. And now we can actually go back into reusable rockets here. But with lower priority again. And we want to push electromagnetism again.
We've hit him where it hurts.
And that's the crackdown. Nice. So both
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
crackdowns are done. Now can we get 2 purchases done? Okay, we have to investigate this one.
We've removed some threats.
Okay, that's the first one. And 72% for the another one. Oh. Estonia has fallen again.
We are in control now.
Perfect. That's Iran in our hands now. And we don't really care about spoils here. Instead, we want to make boost and mission control. We definitely need to get to like 10 or 12 mission control as fast as possible. But we do have a little bit of time left, I guess. Maybe we also want to do something like this here. And these ones are also ready for a unification project soon. Okay. So now we just need to wait for the moon. Yeah, we got another army. Alright. And yeah, what now? So they are trying to retake this one, which is fine. Let them. And we heal up here. And then we move in again. So this one has to go to St. Petersburg here, actually. And heal up from there. Because it's faster in their home region. And it costs us less points here in our investment. Because deployed armies cost extra. We also should put 1 here into mission control now. We should also consider... No, not this one. Are we already doing this? Okay. Okay. Now, let's check out... So when do we arrive? 4th of May. Okay. So we just need to do some mission phases and then we can see the results of our probe here.
Where do you need me?
However, where do we want to continue now? We do have still some points left here. I do think that I want to continue here in the Nordic department, which means Sweden should be the next one on the block here. So we do a crackdown here.
Targeting.
And Wencheng here is going to do the purge afterwards.
Terminating.
Feti
the
is
opposition.
going to
At your service.
investigate the aliens
We'll see
to
what we
get
can
more
find.
signs.
Ready.
And we should actually... That's fine here. Let's do some public campaign here in
Must
Sweden as well.
persuade the people.
Acknowledged.
And Flores is going to keep going down on the unrest, but the question is, where do we need that? This is fine. Yeah, here in Iran. It's
We'll
worth it.
restore peace to this nation.
Okay, let's continue. And nothing on the orc market right now. Crazy. Yeah, we do have one available. Okay. And let's see for the moon results here. There we are. Yeah, take me there. And now we can consider making a base here. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh. I think that Piri Crater is the best one we have here. Even though that Mare Imbrium is of course tempting. However, this one will provide us with enough water and volatile to support this base, produce an excess for, and therefore reduce the boost cost for a Mars base tremendously. So we are going to make this one here. The others are not worth it. I mean, the 32 metals one is tempting, but then we would have no water. Of course, this is also fissiles. Maybe we want to take it late game, but not right now. I think that the Piri Crater is best here. Am I right with that? We also have this one. 5 water, 1 volatile, 10 metals, but... No, let's take Piri Crater, because we also get fissiles, which is important for the fusion... Not fusion, fission reactor on Mars. And we get 6.6 boost cost for getting our outpost there. So let's do it. That's the only thing we care about, getting an outpost, and hopefully we are going to be first. Yeah.
Laying the groundwork.
And meanwhile, we have to push the global technology towards getting mining unlocked. Which means the technologies we talked about, into mass drivers, into mining. I hope that we can delegate the technologies in this direction. The local projects here are not important right now. So that's all the research we are investing here. And from here on, I'm going to do a little bit of a time skip to exactly push this forward now. Okay, here we are, and we are actually the first to the moon. We have made the first base there, 200 science, 100 influence. That's a nice boost, which we now can... Well, we do have a little bit of upkeep cost that we are paying for our HEPs here now. So that's fine there. We are going to leave the HEP as it is. However, we can already see here, if we go there, that we, for example, we would need 5 boosts to get the solar collector there, and we don't know how much we need for the mining, but that's something we also need to get sorted soon. And yeah, there's something else which has happened here, is that there is a new alien landing on Kazan, which is one of our regions. That's of course unfortunate here, but it can happen. They're trying to retake Sweden, really?
Complete.
Yeah, what we're also going to do is we are going to start ceding territory towards Russia from Kazakhstan itself, which is the main boost region, which has been transferred now. So basically, now this is part of Russia now, and this region here has the big Baikonur Cosmodrome, so Kazakhstan is reduced to 1 province here. We're going to keep investing into boost here. We're definitely going to stop doing economy here. Just everything we can into that now. And therefore we have now everything we want in regards to boost consolidated in Russia itself.
Mission complete.
And we are going to pull Lithuania out of the European Union to later on merge it into the Eurasian Union if we can make it work. Of course, we have been constantly getting crackdowns here on Latvia and Estonia, so I'm not sure if we can actually pull it off there, but a story for a different time. Now I also...
With each passing day, humanity shatters the boundaries of the possible. It is our certain destiny to move.
Okay, so we need to pick a tech here. So we are going for mass drivers right away, and we are going to continue pushing this. Now what I wanted to say is that we can't continue unifications here currently because we do not have the things for that. So we have cooldowns here, for example. Where are they? They're not shown here, but basically let's check here. So we see it here that, for example, we can't unify Belarus into Russia itself here currently because there's a cooldown until 25th of September 23. So that's a little bit away. And that applies to all the others as well. We also pushed up the alliances in the states we own currently, or which are potentially owned by us here, like Georgia here, which was a rivalry. So we still need to ally here, which we cannot yet, right? But we can just go to Russia here. Yeah, so we still need to wait till August until we can put the alliances up here. However, we could ally Iran here just as a protective reason. Let's do it. Yeah, and we are not going to pull Finland out because we can merge Finland and Sweden later on, despite them being in the Eurasian Union as far as I know. If not, then I'm making a mistake, but that's fine. I think that's it's worth a try, basically. But let's see how we want to do this in the details later on. Now, our armies, however, are now healed up again, so we are going to actually start moving them in again here. And hopefully we can... Yep, 8 days, perfect. We can then solve that Ukrainian problem here and continue merging stuff up and then already expand further westward. We could actually... Yes, this is a claim. So we can take Moldova here and therefore slowly move our borders eastward. However, for this episode, we have reached our goal. We are on the moon. We got our first base here and we are going to go into mass drivers and afterwards into space mining. And let's see what the AI will pick in the next episode in regards to these technologies here. And also we are progressing slowly on our private projects, basically. So leave a like and subscribe and see you in the next episode where we continue pushing into space.